Xin chào tất cả mọi người, tôi là Lê Thành Vân, là nhà sáng lập kiêm chủ tịch công ty thời trang Gumac.
Hi, my name is Daniel Nguyen, and right now I am the chatbot expert and C manager from Bot Bán Hàng.
Trong cái campaign này thì Gumac có kế hoạch tiếp cận 5 triệu khách hàng trên Facebook và dự kiến thì doanh thu thì là sẽ tăng gấp 3 lần.
So, having comprehended the nature of Gumac and their campaign target, we propose the package of solution, including automate Gumac sales process. We automatically reply to customer comments and then inbox them in the wink of an eye. The second thing is we try to enhance staff productivity with chatbot automation and our chatbots. We eliminate repetitive tasks that are virtually worthless for employees. The third thing is we have Gumac to implement lifetime value customer, which focus on maintaining a high level of service while building trust and loyalty to every client at any given time. And last but not least, we automatically categorize Gumac customer into different groups corresponding to their campaign, purchasing behavior and stage, and so forth.
Bằng cách sử dụng quảng cáo Facebook và làm việc với bot bán hàng thì chúng tôi có thể phân loại tệp dữ liệu khách hàng từ các chiến dịch quảng cáo khác nhau để Gumac có thể tối ưu và tiếp cận nhiều khách hàng nổi bật hơn, hiệu quả hơn. Điều này đóng một vai trò quan trọng trong việc thúc đẩy kết quả kinh doanh của chúng tôi. Và dự kiến là kết quả tỷ lệ chuyển đổi của Gumac có thể tăng lên 19% chỉ trong 4 ngày.
So our mission is to improve the customer experience via messaging, create a convenient environment where they can easily communicate with Gumac. For the company, we emphasize on the essential of optimizing their sales process, enhance employees' performance, as well as increase sales volumes. And last but not least, we have strengthened the relationship between buyers and business. This plays a crucial role in driving customer into loyalty.
Magandang araw sa ating lahat. I'm Wesley Cortez, Account Manager for the Emerging Business Group here in Facebook, and welcome to our panel discussion today to talk with our Facebook business partners on how we can aid your business growth through messaging. With us today is the Director of Pancake, Aditya Gupta, the Southeast Asian Lead of Bot Bán Hàng, Daniel Nguyen, and the CEO of Page 365, Trump Lusaruan Slipsricol. Now, thank you all so much for spending time with us today. So let's start off with our first question to the team. What are the typical client challenges when it comes to messaging business owners turn to you with? Maybe we can start off with Aditya.
Thank you, Wesley. So typically when we look at Philippines, we have a lot of businesses who converse with their customers on Messenger. And they have two main areas of problems. One is automation, and the other one is how do they manage their daily operations, especially when they have more than 3 or 4 different employees. In these cases, the Facebook core tools do not suffice because it's harder to manage your employees across the large volumes of messages that you may receive. So automation makes a lot of sense. And that's where we have a free tool called BotCake, where SME businesses in the Philippines are able to integrate with BotCake to automate some of their most repetitive flows. And when it comes to live chat and managing their workforce, especially their agents and their sales personnel, we have a live chat platform called Pancake, which also integrates with CRM and order taking. And when it comes to order taking, we also have a solution integrated with the local shipment providers. And that is why local businesses in the Philippines find Pancake and its family of products really useful for them.
For you, Dan?
So from my point of view, the typical challenge from customer, they usually have some stumbling blocks, such as they have not utilized the human resources, both in productivity and capability of an employee. Also, they lack of technology software to manage and to take care of their customer data. Have got any solution to enhance their customer experience, make them become loyal to your business, and also they do not have the opportunity or the specific plan to optimize the advertising budget for their Facebook ads. So they spend a lot of money just to generate a short of data from online marketing.
Those are, questions also that we have seen, and we have heard also from other advertisers. How about you, Trump?
Yeah, we see a lot of challenges, especially for those business who came from the offline, and they try to adapt themselves among the pandemic, trying to become more online and regain part of the customers back again. I think one of the challenges that they face to adapt their existing workflow to the new online workflow that they were forced to change.
And again, the transitions we've seen in the past 12 to 16 months have proven that a lot of our advertisers and a lot of our partners on Facebook are now very serious on conversational commerce. And given the awesome work that you guys have already done in messaging, could you share some of these use cases or success stories with clients and how your technology had enabled them to succeed as well? Maybe we can start off with Dan this time.
Okay, so thank you for your questions. For our success customer, I want to share you guys our case study, the Gumac, an esteemed brand in fashion in Vietnam, who has reached 11,000 data in total from their campaign last month and generate the conversion rate by 19%. So for our side, our technology has helped them to optimize their sales process, enhance their staff productivity, and automatically send the sequence of customer reminder so we can keep the relationship between customer and business. For those who haven't got any order from the Facebook, from the business, we send them selling page which attach directly to the messenger, so the clients can easily watch all the stuff on the product and make ordering quickly. And even the payment method is attached to the selling page of ours.
Great to hear that. So maybe Trump, if you have any success stories from your clients on messaging.
Sure. Yes. There's a lot of success stories in for business who try to transform to that. And one of the things I love to point out is the seamless transition from just chatting casually with the buyers to actually having a transaction with them. Technology that would allow them to do the direct invoicing within the messenger itself, so that the buyer doesn't have to get out of the messaging app or without having to. And I think that's one of the success use cases that a lot of merchants to transform from the offline business have.
Seamless transactions from startup until the end. So maybe Ali, in Pancake, any good success stories or proof points that we can share to our audience today?
Yeah, well, at Pancake, we really, really love SME success case studies because we believe that's also the core of the economy and why so many SMEs use Facebook advertising to boost their sales. So let me take one example. this was late last year, the peak of the pandemic. This is a story of a Palawan-based seller called Base. And before he started using Pancake, he was doing approximately 300,000 pesos. And we had a 3-month challenge where we introduced the different Pancake products, such as Pancake Core Chat tool, to optimize about 7 employees that he had, to automate some of his most repetitive flows with BotCake, and to handle his backend inventory and shipment logistics management with a tool that we have called POS. And then within the 3 months, he was able to achieve 3 million pesos per month. And that inspired not just himself, he himself was surprised, but he also inspired a whole range of other SMEs that this is possible with Facebook and also with partner solutions such as Pancake.
So those were great stories, right? Again, if you're sitting in your business in Palawan or even in the urban areas like Metro Manila, you can do so much with conversational commerce and with Messenger. Now, I know a lot of our emerging business owners in the event today are eager to know your advice, guys, on how to start with commerce messaging. Any tips and tricks you would like to share with them on how to start off with business messaging? Maybe we can start off with Trump.
Sure. My tips there is simply not try to change the buyer behavior too much. We've seen a lot of sellers that try to make their process more efficient, but by doing so, also change their buyer behavior, like forcing them to go out on website or to do transaction outside, and that's part of the problem. And sometimes buyer love or they prefer to ask for the price first. Then maybe that's what the seller should try to adapt to the existing behavior without trying to change that so much. I think that's one of the key point that I could give to the sellers out there.
So do not change the consumption or the consumer behavior. Adi, if you have any tips or tricks to our business owners today.
As I mentioned, we aim to champion small businesses. So when it comes to conversational commerce, one of the most important things for small, medium businesses is to really delight their customers with great customer care, customer service, and prompt sales. So one of the key tips that we would have is that the golden rule is to respond to a customer within 2 to 3 minutes of their first conversation. This is a period of, it's called the hot period for the customer, before which they should be responded to. And you're able to respond within this period of time, there is a higher likelihood that your customer will convert to your sale, that an inquiry will convert to your sale. So I think this is something that a lot of businesses can take away and manage this with better your agent management or with automation, or both.
So fast turnaround. And then lastly, for Dan, any advice you can give to our emerging business owners in the call today?
So my advice is for business who desire to grow well in the future or to expand their businesses and to boost sales revenue gradually and sustainably. It is necessary for them to understand their business health and to dig deep in their business problem if they have, and try to develop some solutions that are optimal to suitable all the stage from sales model. So it will help business or enterprise to grow well in the future. And last but not least, the fact is that 71% of online customer, want to receive fast response from the business. So for business out there, my advice is try to adapt some automation platform so we can enhance our customer experience and strengthen the relationship between customer and business. That is my